It got to a point where I felt like that was my entire life and that I wasn't doing what made me happy. Well. Long time no see. Literally, it's been like a year. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is India. For those that are new here, it's so nice to meet you. For those that are returning, it's so good to see y'all again, back where it all began. Y'all, today's video is going to be part India, where in the world have you been? What's going on? And part me recapping year 2 and including some vlog footage for that. If y'all see me looking down, I'm on my phone. As y'all can see, this might be a long video. And I don't think I'm gonna break it up into 2 parts, so y'all are just gonna have to listen to me talk. So, let's get right into it. So, where have I been? Y'all, I have literally 3 videos. I have a move-in vlog, a Miami vlog, and a homecoming vlog. The footage is literally just sitting. I've been like, I just have not been in the editing mood at all. Those are literally the only 3 vlogs I have for my entire second year, which is why I'm gonna try and include clips in this video. But yeah, I really just dropped the ball. I got lazy and just didn't edit the videos. But I am in the editing mood. One of my videos just hit 31K. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. So I'm trying to do better and put content out because I do enjoy doing YouTube. I do enjoy helping you guys, answering questions that y'all have. So I'm gonna do better. So yeah, it's really just a basis or a matter of me not wanting to edit the videos, but I'm gonna get myself together. I'm gonna upload those videos for y'all. The homecoming video will probably be in 2 parts because it's a lot of footage, but I'm gonna try and get that out for y'all. I think I lost one of my SD cards though, so I don't know. I think that was the move-in SD card, so we might not have much move-in footage. But yeah, so that happened. And then also my second year, I really was just taking on a lot of responsibilities as far as being a business owner. For those that don't know, I am a business owner. I'm the owner and creator of Synai Symone LLC, which is a plant-based hair care brand. And that's honestly the most important thing in my life, the thing that brings me the most joy. And I realized last year, I really did not take the time to focus on it as much as I would have because of school, because of internships, and because of responsibilities. So I definitely took on a lot of responsibilities my second year, and that would be one piece of advice I give to incoming FAMU students is please do not put too much on your plate. You won't get there and be like, oh, I want to be the president of this, the vice president of this, in this organization. Slow your roll. Like, we still maintained the 4.0 GPA, but I was doing way too much. It got to the point where I had no time off. I would leave class, clock in at work, then in between clocking in at work, I would have meetings for every organization I was in. I would have events. I would have, like, it became too much. So yeah, took on way too many responsibilities. What else? Living off campus. Best decision of my life, but I will say when you move off campus, you start to, your experience is just gonna be different because you're not on campus. So being on campus is not an everyday thing. And I absolutely love living off campus because my first year roommate situation was, it's beyond me now, so we're not gonna talk about it, but I loved having my own room, having my own bathroom, and only having to worry about sharing like a living room and a kitchen. Loved it. I will try and get that move-in vlog up for you guys as soon as possible. But yeah, living off campus, it really made my experience different because I never wanted to be on campus anymore. Like, I took half of my classes online, and so as far as me going on campus, I was on campus maybe an hour to 2 hours every single day, and even at that, I still did not want to be on campus. I preferred to just be at home. So when you move off campus, it kind of does, like, you starting to kind of push yourself off from the whole college experience. I'm ready to graduate. Yep. And then just working. So I know where I left off was with me having my internship at Stillcase. I am going to try and upload a video where I kind of recap that whole experience and talk about how to get an internship, things of that sort, because in my opinion, you should not have a summer off once you start college. You need to be doing internships every single summer. You can get an internship as a freshman, you just got to search for it. But I'll put some tips on how to search, how to find internships, what you should be doing, getting your LinkedIn, all that stuff. I'll make a video for that and upload it for y'all. But yeah, working and all that stuff, just, it was a lot, and I didn't feel like recording. Like, you get to a point where it's fun, like when you first get to college, it's fun, like, oh my gosh, let me vlog. But then you get to the point where you just want to be in the moment, and you're not trying to be like, hey vlog, like, you're not trying to do all that, especially like after your first year, because your experience changes. Like, my second year was nothing like my first year. Yes, it was fun, but it wasn't the same. Like, your first year is your first year, and no other year is going to compare to that first year in college. And so for me, I just didn't feel like recording and vlogging my everyday anymore, because I was working and I had a whole bunch more responsibilities that I didn't have my first year. So there's the India, where in the world have you been? So let's get into this vlog, because I know this video is going to be long. I might have to do 2 parts, I don't know. So August, I left off where I had my internship in Stillcase. So I was in Michigan for the entire summer. My last day was like August 9th. That was an amazing experience. I will say, if you can do an internship out of state, go, leave, do it. Like, you're not gonna regret it, because you're gonna meet so many people, you're gonna make so many experiences, and just learn so much that you can't learn by staying in the same area that you're used to. So if you can, get out, explore, do internships, travel, all that. So right when I ended my internship with Stillcase, I started another internship. It was a virtual internship. I actually was interviewing for it while I was still at Stillcase. Always be thinking about what you're going to be doing next. And so I was a marketing intern for a company called Wakati Hair Care. Once you get to FAMU, you might become more aware of it, but it was started in part by FAMU. And of course, I own my own hair care brand, so this was literally like the perfect opportunity for me, because I got to see what I do for my brand in real time. And so I started that internship literally right when my Stillcase internship ended. And it was virtual, and it was year round. So essentially, I didn't have to worry about getting a job during the fall and spring semesters, because I was interning virtually during those semesters. If you can get a virtual internship during the fall and spring semesters, I would suggest it, only because you can kind of make it flexible towards your school schedule, and you don't have to worry about physically going into a storefront or going into a retail area to actually work. So yeah, I was working part-time during the fall and spring semesters, and currently I'm working full-time for the same company, but I kind of got a promotion. Maybe I'll talk about that in the internship video. So my role has expanded since then, and it hasn't even been 1 year. So yeah, there's that. Then also Be Out Day Atlanta, that happened in August, and I was so happy. It happens every August, I think, but it was maybe like the weekend I got back from Michigan. I went to Be Out Day. I got to see all my friends. Like, they were all hanging out, but I was in Michigan, so I haven't seen anybody since we left in that spring. So it was just really good seeing everybody having fun and just connecting back to FAMU before we all got back on campus. So there was that. Fast forward to move in. So I did move in off campus. I have an off campus apartment in Tallahassee, So that whole experience, you know, I have some vlog footage, but I'm pretty sure majority of it got lost. So if I can ever find that SD card, you know, we'll see. But looking at what I have on my phone, there might not be a move-in vlog, sorry. But maybe I'll try and do a apartment tour or a room tour, because one thing about it, y'all know my interior design skills. Y'all saw my freshman dorm, so you know my apartment room looks good, okay? So yeah, there was a move-in. Then, you know, we had the pep rally. So we had like a little pep rally when everybody got back. It was really fun. You know, we did tug of war. Class wars, doing all the dances and stuff like that. So that was just a really good way to kind of like bring everybody back in. And then for those that don't know, spring semester of my last year, or my first year at FAM, Bryce and I ran a campaign, and we ate that campaign up. We did Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler the Creator. We're both big Tyler the Creator fans. So we did Call Us If You Get Lost. And we were the first, let me get that straight, not to toot any horns, but we were the first to turn that into an HBCU campaign theme. Yeah. But that was an amazing experience. If you haven't seen the video where I vlogged during that experience, definitely go watch that. I will link it somewhere up in here. But yeah, so Bryce and I were officially starting our president and vice presidency, whatever you want to call it. So our administration was in full effect. So it was just fun, you know, welcoming all the students back and helping to prepare and helping set up for the pep rally, you know, just get everybody together and have a good time.
All right, y'all, color line 10, me and India 0.
So next Set Friday, so you know we always have a Set Friday, so I'll include, you know, some Set Friday clips. Now I will say Set Friday this year, Set Friday has declined. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. It has definitely declined, and I know it was a COVID thing. Just looking at the videos from Set Fridays before COVID started and where it's at now, and ever since I got to FAM, it's not the same. And of course, you know, we're hoping to get it back to that same standard, but it's gotten to a point where nobody really shows up. They started having Set at the amphitheater. Some people didn't like that, so yeah, so Set Friday isn't really the same. And sometimes, I know like when we got to like March, April, I don't know if we were in school in May, but like that March, April, we barely had any Set Fridays. They were getting canceled. Like it went from having Set Fridays to every week to Set Fridays to every other week, and then they started getting canceled even with them being every other week. So we barely had Set Fridays towards the end of the year. But we're hoping, you know, with the new school year, we can, you know, get it back to where it should be. So there's that. Then also in August, my friend Zion, he's doing big things right now. Let me just say, I am so proud of him. Like, he literally is in California doing his thing. Like, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if it's photography, videography, but it's something in film. And he is doing his thing out in California at 19/20, living by himself with a career, okay? But he came back to FAM for his birthday and had Zion Bash. That was kind of like I think that was like our first little party that we had when we got back. And let me just say, that was so much fun. Just being able to see everybody. It was hot and we was in a tiny little house, but we packed it out and we had fun. So there was that. And then also I was a part of an SGA panel. So typically every year we have a So You Think You Can Lead panel, where essentially student leaders within school will host a panel for freshmen and any transfers that are interested in student leadership. And we essentially just answer some questions and then open up for open discussion regarding, you know, how did we get into our leadership position, how it is being a student leader. And so I was able to participate as a panelist and speak from the perspective of the class of 25 vice president, entrepreneurship club president, as well as being a student entrepreneur, and then of course my previous leadership positions from my first year. If you're that type of person, you gotta go. Like, you need to be passionate about what you have a passion, you have a purpose. And so your passion is what's going to fuel your purpose as a leader, and that's what's going to reflect in when you are hosting events, you're doing community service, when you're helping your class. So the biggest thing that I can tell you guys right now is just make sure you're passionate about whatever you are about to step into, because that is going to be reflected in your actions. So that was August, and we're already at 13 minutes. Okay. So September, we went to Miami.
I don't think we need to be here. I don't think we need to be here.
So we went to Miami for the Orange Blossom Classic. I think it's the Orange Blossom. It's one of the classics, but it's the one where we play against JSU. Now, we're not gonna talk too much about what happened during that football game, but it was a fun experience. And you know, if anybody has any trash that they would like to talk about FAMU football, let's just say we went undefeated and bragged the rest of the season, okay? And we had a lot going on at the beginning of the season, you know, last season, so, okay? But we went to Miami, had a great time. I feel like I'm kind of between that and homecoming, I'm most excited to get those vlogs out because we got an Airbnb with me and all my friends, and we stayed in Miami for the weekend, and we had a lot of fun. So there was that. Then also during the month of September, I did a lot of stuff with Wakati, which again was my internship that I was doing. And I just want to say I love this internship so much because, like I said, I get to do what I do for my personal brand on a larger scale. And so we had an activation at FAMU during one of the Set Fridays. So we were just walking around telling people, hey, like Wakati's on campus. We were doing people's hair in the hair salon, giving away free samples and free swag and things of that sort. That was really fun. And then we also participated in the Ambitious Girl Tour, which was a HBCU tour, so they did multiple stops. FAMU was one of them. And so of course, since I go to FAMU, I was at the FAMU stop. And so I just got to, you know, teach everybody about Wakati, you know, things of that sort. So that was really fun. Then also, Bryce and I were campaign managers, so of course, when you first get back, that's campaign season for all the first years. So if you want to be freshman class president, vice president, a senator, Miss Freshman, Miss Graduate Attendant, all of those campaigns are going on during the fall semester. So Bryce and I were campaign managers, had a blast meeting all the new class of 26 students, and I will say, it was so like heartwarming seeing people be like, oh my gosh, I watched you on YouTube. And I'm just like, oh my God, you did? Like, did you like the video? like, oh my gosh. So yeah, it was really good seeing everybody. So if you ever see me, which I'm barely on campus now, so I can't even, you probably won't see me. You probably won't see me. But it was just nice, like when people would come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, you're India. Like, it's so nice to meet you. I like meeting y'all. So, you know, just, I'm nice. I might look a little mean sometimes or might have a straight face, but I promise, like, once you say something, there's gonna be a smile on my face. So yeah. Then moving on to October. So of course October is the big month because, you know, that's homecoming month. Homecoming was a blast. I have a vlog. I might include a couple of clips, but I'm not gonna go too in detail because I want y'all to watch that vlog.
This is my cousin Toya, and you know I couldn't refuse her. But y'all know the movie, she looked like Rescue.
Let me just say we had a time. Now, you know, this homecoming wasn't where it could have been and where it should have been. But of course, homecoming is more fun than any regular week at FAMU, so we'll take it. But next year, homecoming, we playing PV, so you know we gonna need to elevate. So yeah, it was homecoming in October. And let me just say, homecoming week for me started out terrible because I tried to do my hair. I decided I was going to wear my natural hair during homecoming week. No, I stressed myself out to the point where I missed Entrepreneurs on the Quad because I had to put my hair in a protective style because I decided that I wanted to do some hair wax and wear my natural hair out, and then I had hair wax all over my bathroom and the hair wax was coming out. It was a hot mess. So that was stressful. But homecoming overall was a really good experience. Then of course within homecoming, we always do ours the last week in October, so it's also Halloween. Halloween was fun. I was Ari Lennox from the Pressure video. So that was cute. Then my friends came, my friends since the 6th grade.
You on India vlog, live from 850, yeah.
They came and stayed with me for homecoming, so that was a really fun experience. Just getting, like, they don't go to HBCU, so just them being able to come and get the HBCU experience. It's still not the experience I wanted them to have, because like the football games this past year were not the same like my first year. Like the energy was not the same, the spirit was not the same, like I don't know. But it was good having them there. I also went to Clark Atlanta for the Ambitious Girl Tour. So we had the Famu stop, and then after the Famu stop, a couple weeks later, they went to Clark Atlanta. So I just went home so that I could go to the Clark Atlanta stop. And that was my first time being on their campus. It's very tiny, I must say. I was like, where y'all quad at? They're like, this is our quad. I'm like, But it was cute. And it was nice meeting all the Clark Atlanta people. And you know, I love going to different HBCUs, so that was a very fun experience. Then also we did a picnic. So a part of me and Bryce being class president and vice president, we hosted a Get Laugh with 25 picnic. That was very fun, just getting the class together, doing relay races, and we had them write notes to children that we had to elementary school. So that was really fun. And just, you know, mingling with the class, you know, everyone's just getting back. So just having, you know, events where our class can, you know, mingle and have some fun. So that was a really cool experience. Moving on to November. Now I will say me and Bryce were very limited in what we could do during our administration, because there was a lot going on. I can't get into what was going on, but we couldn't do anything. Like, they put us on cease and desist, y'all. So we literally, like, we got to a point, I think it was November, the whole month of November and December, we couldn't do anything. And that was really hard, because it's like, okay, we're the leaders of this class, but we can't host events and do what we said that we were going to do in our campaign. So that was very frustrating. But we got through it, y'all. And our class, they didn't know what was going on, but they stuck in with us. So yeah, there was that. Also, we did a lot of community service. So we did some trash pickups. That boy tired. And we did a charity event, a part of Beta Nu, which is FAMU's chapter for Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. They did like a baseball fundraiser where you pay to bat, and then the proceeds go to a charitable organization. Y'all, my sister plays softball, and I thought I could do a little something, and that's hard.
Yeah.
But put him on the team. Period. Don't play with him. Any words?
Yo, that's second grade baseball right there.
Was that
second
light
grade
work?
baseball. Wasn't it?
That was fun. So we did that. Then also there was a Greek yard step show. I think I got some footage, so I might include some footage of that in there. That was pretty cool, because FAMU we don't really have yard shows, or at least not since I got here. We don't really do yard shows, so it was cool to be able to see that. And then we also did the Real Rattlers Vote. I think that was when the governor race, was it? I think, yeah, the governor race was taking place that November for Florida. And of course, people didn't do what they were supposed to do, so now the Satan is back. But we participated in the march for that. Just trying to advocate for students to register to vote and actually vote, whether that be by absentee ballot or by showing up at the polls. So there was that. Then December, I did a photo shoot for Synai Symone. My lovely friends agreed to participate. Now I was stressed out for that, but it came out amazing. I was getting ready to launch a new website, just doing like a rebranding for my business, because I realized when I get to Tallahassee, I feel very stagnant when it comes to my business, because I'm so focused on all of my responsibilities and all of my classes and all of my leadership positions that I kind of neglect the fact that I'm a business owner, which is it's very sad. And one of the reasons, well, I'll get to that in where am I at now? But yeah, this past year just made me realize that I have to reshift my focus and what I actually want for myself going forward. So I did a photo shoot and that went really well. I also went to 2 pageants. I went to the AKA pageant. And the Alpha pageant, because I had friends that were participating and friends that got the crown. Don't play with them. So that was a really fun experience. And then I also started a new initiative with Wakati called 12 Days of Wakati, where they essentially are promoting HBCU student and alumni businesses. And yeah, that was really fun to be a part of, and really fun to kind of manage and oversee and create for Wakati, being that it's so heavily tied to FAMU. Just wanted to show support to HBCU entrepreneurs as an HBCU entrepreneur. So just being able to, you know, shop with different brands. So we essentially we chose 12 brands, we shopped with them, and then we gave their products away in a giveaway. And so just being able to connect with other HBCU entrepreneurs on a variety of campuses, because I think we had like 20 something campuses like apply to be featured. So that was really nice, and I hope we can do that again this December. So that was December. Moving on into January. So January, I kind of started a fitness journey, you know, but not really. But I will say, y'all probably got back to this video and was like, dang, India, you done gained some weight. Okay, I definitely got a freshman 30. And the crazy part is, yes, I had my car, so I always drove to class, but I literally was eating fine. I was working out regularly, like basically at least 3 times a week, but usually 4 or 5 times a week I was working out. So where did that weight come from? I don't know if it's my grown woman weight or what, but I started a fitness journey in January. I got a new membership at a gym that I love because nobody else goes to it. Everybody goes to Crunch or Planet Fitness, but I found a gym that's kind of far and that nobody goes to. So it really became a stress reliever and a self-care, whatever you call it, that became a staple in my self-care routine, to the point where if I didn't go to the gym, it wasn't a good day. Like, I felt off. So I kind of started a fitness journey in January, doing great now. It's what, 6-7 months later, still consistent, still going to the gym 5 days a week. So there's that. I also started working at Journey Magazine as a public relations associate, and I also started a position with FAMU football under their player development. I mean, I don't really know what the title was, but I was helping them get content when they go out and do stuff in the community. So there was that. That was cool. Then I also launched my new website. Make sure y'all shop. You know, if you want to support HBCU student entrepreneur, HBCU business, you should definitely support Synai Symone, because everybody got to wash their hair. And if you don't have hair, that's okay, because I got products that is coming out that can help you with that. But you know, everybody uses shampoo, and I sell shampoo. So, you know, when you're in need of some new products, definitely check out my website. But yeah, so I launched my new website. That was very exciting. Then also Bryce and I hosted, along with Navoy. Navoy was she was our graphics chair, and she was our Miss Sophomore. We hosted a plate smashing event.
You just got let go!
Just an event that was open for, it was for class of 25, but of course anyone could come, just so that we could let go of, you know, anything that we wanted to leave behind in the previous year. So we did, you know, where you write stuff down on a plate and you smash it. And that event turned out really, really good. And then also there was a Blackstone Launchpad launch at Florida A&M University. So that was really big for student entrepreneurs, because it's kind of like a resource that you can use and to network with other entrepreneurs, get funding for your business and things of that sort. So I was able to be at the ribbon cutting for that as the president of the Entrepreneurship Club. So that was also really cool. Moving on into February, Black History Month. I was able to host within 2 separate organizations. So I was hosting as the president of Entrepreneurship Club and as the vice president of 2025. I themed the month of February minding my Black owned business. So I was able to host different events amongst both organizations. We did a business card workshop. We did a business plan workshop. We did a pop-up shop, and we were supposed to do a panel, but Femi's so unorganized, we couldn't get it. Yeah. But just being able to, I think the biggest thing for me was being able to host a pop-up shop for our student entrepreneurs outside of Set Friday. That was probably one of the biggest things for me, and I was very proud of myself and very proud of my fellow officers and my team for, you know, putting that together. So there was that. Then y'all know I love me some Symone. I went home. I missed basically a week of school so I could go see Symone. We're not gonna talk about, you know, me missing a week of school, but if Symone's coming to Atlanta, I'm gonna be in Atlanta. So yeah, I went home. Wait, no, that was her Favo, but I went to another concert, and I think that was in February too. But the Symone concert, oh my gosh, y'all. I had to sneak past security to meet that man because they were playing with me and my ticket. It's a long story, but essentially I paid for meet and greet. They tried to say I didn't pay for meet and greet, so I snuck past because y'all not finna tell me I'm not finna meet Symone when I've been putting on social media and tweeting that I'm about to meet Symone. Like, no. So I ended up meeting Symone, and I ended up having a great time, and I ended up front row. He was right there. Had a great time. So yeah, there was that. Then I think that's it for February. A pretty decent Black History Month, I must say. Now for March, I participated in an SGA Black Address panel. So I think SGA does it every single year. So basically it's just like a day long of different panels, different guest speakers and things of that sort. And so they had a panel discussion at the end, and it was for entrepreneurs. So they had entrepreneurs within the community, and then they had a graduate student, and then they had me speak as a student of the university. The thing that I learned from him is just professionalism and being resourceful. So a big thing of entrepreneurship is, you know, communication and being able to put yourself out there and create connections for yourself. And so just being able to network and use and take advantage of the opportunities and the resources that we have here at FAMU is probably the biggest lesson that I've been able to kind of take into account when I'm being an entrepreneur. And so that was really cool, just being able to share insight on my experience as a student entrepreneur and things of that sort. Then March was also Juke Joint. Okay, so I don't know where it left off, it cut off, but yeah, so that was the SJ panel. Then March was also Juke Joint. So Juke Joint is the party that the Alphas host, where it's just throwback. So everybody, it's like a Freaknik kind of theme, just throwback. So that was really fun. That was also around the same time as, well, I don't know if it was around the same exact time, or I don't know if this was in April, but Be Out Day. I unfortunately couldn't go to Be Out Day because I had to be at a football scrimmage all day. It was hot, raining. So yeah, I couldn't go to Be Out Day, but if y'all do want to see footage from Be Out Day, I have a vlog from last year. And Be Out Day from last year was way better than the one this year. So yeah, I heard I didn't miss much. I heard I didn't miss much, so not too mad about it. Which is also the same time around Mardi Gras, which is the Q party. That was cool. Oh wait, no, that's definitely April. That's definitely April. Anywho, I was able to go to the Progressive Black Men induction, and I went last year for my friend Kobe. Shout out to Cobes. But this year was a little more special because the men that were getting inducted were my soon-to-be brothers, because I am a member of Sisters Incorporated. So those were my soon-to-be brothers, because I hadn't yet been inducted into Sisters yet. But just going there, it was like, oh my gosh, like, those are my brothers. Those are gonna be my brothers. So that was really cool. Now, moving into April, my birthday month, the best month out of the year. I did the Impressions of Beauty pop-up again. I did it my first year. I was invited to do it again this year, which is basically just like a beauty expo where there's they let student entrepreneurs be vendors, and then there's also other vendors. They give away free samples. It's just a cute little beauty expo that FAMU has, or that they bring to FAMU each year. It was also my birthday. My birthday went pretty well because that whole week was me getting inducted into Sisters. So I got inducted on April 8th. My birthday is April 11th. So that whole weekend I was turning up because I was a newly inducted sister, and turning up because it was my birthday. So that was a really good experience. And I will say I am so happy to say that I am a sister of the Florida A&M University chapter. Like, just the experience as a whole, my sisters, my PBM brothers, like, we are literally one big family. Like, I just love them so much. So yeah, there was that experience. Then also, me, Bryce, Navoy, who was Miss Sophomore, then Yuquan, who was our King of Orange and Green, we hosted a sophomore bash, and we had skating in the rec. So we had a certain number of skates. It was a lot of skates. So we turned the rec into a skating rink, because you know we from Atlanta, so you know you gotta know how to skate. But that was a really fun event to have. So that was also April. Then I also did a Talia Wajid natural hair show for Wakati. That was a really fun experience. Just being there, being able to share information about Wakati, meet different influencers. Like, it's influencers that I watch on YouTube that do natural hair, and I'm just like, I love you. Like, I watch your videos. So that was a really cool experience. Then also just seeing it for myself as a business owner, being able to network with other people. Like, it was just a great experience. I loved it so much. So yeah, y'all, that is a recap of like where I've been, what's been going on. And so now currently, I'm between Tally and Atlanta because I'm still paying rent in Tallahassee. So I'm kind of in between, but I am working full time for the same company, but they've kind of expanded my role. So I'm still assisting with Wakati, but I also have another brand that I'm helping to manage. I'm about to launch some new products in a couple of weeks. So I currently have 5 products for Synai Symone, and I'm about to drop 6 more. So excited for that. And I will say, like, moving forward, I've learned, or I won't say I've learned, I love all of the leadership positions that I've held at Florida A&M University, but it got to a point where I felt like that was my entire life, and that I wasn't doing what made me happy, which, for example, my business. I felt like what made me most happy was becoming second to all of the leadership positions that I was holding at FAMU. So I made the decision going forward that I am kind of done holding leadership positions at FAMU. Of course, I'm still going to be a student leader, because being a student leader is more than a title and holding a position. So of course, I'm still going to be me, but I'm focused on going towards things that are going to help me with my career. So going towards things like my job that I'm doing now. Things like getting experience at Journey and getting experience with Family Football that have to do with public relations and marketing, things that can help tailor my skill set towards what I'm trying to do upon graduation. So yes, I'm staying at FAMU. I can tell you I done contemplated dropping out a million times. I done cried, I done been stressed out. FAMU gonna stress you out now. But no, I'm not leaving FAMU. I am still going to be at FAMU. But yeah, just moving forward, I'm trying to put more focus on my actual career because y'all, this is my senior year. I came in as a sophomore, so this is technically my last year. So if it don't have to do with building like my skill set, building my experiences, I'm sorry. I'll assist you, but I can't take on those type of responsibilities anymore. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I know this video was long. I hope y'all bear it with me to the end. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment on what type of videos y'all want, because I'm back. I promise I'm back. But yeah, leave a comment on what type of videos you want, or if y'all have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I'm really good about responding. Sometimes it takes me a minute, but I do respond to DMs. So if you have any questions about FAMU experience, getting an internship, anything like that, definitely let me know. If you're FAMU 27, congrats, baby rattlers. I look forward to meeting y'all. And yeah, y'all have a good one. Let's see how long it takes me to get this video up.